All right, we're live again. So my camera cut out. I'm gonna go ahead and start this Flourish Your Beauty live number 3 over again. So hello, and welcome into this time and space with me. I'm so grateful for all of you who can either come on live at any point or when you're watching the replay. So always go ahead and let me know who you are, where you're joining from, and let's connect in through this higher space that you and I are creating together, because this is truly a co-creation that we're sharing. So please go ahead when you're watching the replay, say hello, say where you're joining from, and also where we're meeting today. So this is a space that I am sharing inside my Flourish Your Beauty Facebook group, as well as on my Golden Lotus Center page, and then also sharing to YouTube. So on YouTube, there was a question that came up about who I am, as I haven't really officially introduced myself in any of these lives so far. And I want to keep it brief just because you can find my bio anywhere. You can find it on my Golden Lotus Center page, and then also on my space for more of my healing session space and hypnotherapy space, which is my Silke's art. And that's also where I share more of the private pictures and things on Instagram and on Facebook as well. So I am a master healer. I'm a master hypnotherapist, life between lives hypnotherapist, a transpersonal hypnotherapist, and most of all, really a mentor to women in fully expressed and soul-aligned living. This is my passion that I am here to bring to this world of self-embodiment, self-actualization, as it is really this realization that for all of us, at some point in our life, there comes this point where we realize that we got to take care of ourselves, where we understand that understanding ourselves to the core of who we are becomes more important than anything else, and truly self-nourishment and self-actualization are the keys in order to live the life that we wanted to embody, and in order for us to be there and show up for the world around us. And that is my passion in all its ways, along with holding energy for the highest and the best for this world as we're going through this major transition that we're experiencing on all different levels. And that's my design that I came in with my highest soul purpose. And of course, this is always in different fractals in time, as we do many different things, of holding spaces in many different aspects as we're moving through life. So for me, it was also with my boys, birthing my children naturally, homeschooling them, and growing my bakery together with my husband, Tim, while also spiritually developing as well and growing. And really, I've been on the spiritual path now all my life. And if I have to pin it down, I would say more than 30 years, and have been guiding, teaching, healing in my practice for over 10 years now actively, and then in the online space for about 5 years. So with this, please go ahead and share a little bit about you. The spaces that I hold are my Beauty Flourishing Collective, which is my membership for women, and then also my Flourish Your Beauty podcast, which is a private podcast that you can access as well, where it is kind of that inner sanctum, and I'm even thinking of renaming the podcast to that. So let me know how that sounds to you, by the way, as this is that space that we're connecting in every day. So I'm here for you. I'm here with you. And as always, what we're going to be doing is lighting a candle. So I already lit mine. So if you have a candle, then please go ahead and do the same. If not, that's fine as well. And what I'd like for you to do, as you take a moment to light your candle, then go ahead and simply hold it between your hands for a moment. And in this time, space now, no matter what's going on around you, find your center. Connect in with that divinity within you, and find your ground for a moment. And then as you're looking at the candle, this is your signal to you that now this is the space that I'm coming into. And everything else will find its place around me, but this is my moment now. So connecting in, and with this, like I said, officially connecting in to you and your time and your space right now in the present. And then you can go ahead and set the candle off to the side. or in front of you. So for me on the side, just because I want you to be able to see this candle. And let's take a couple of minutes of connecting in. I see one person on Jin. Hey, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. So within the space, what I always want to do is take about 10 to 15 minutes for us to have this moment to connect in, to raise our own vibration, raise that frequency for the collective. And sometimes I might also invite guests on who are flourishing their beauty in different ways, with the understanding that we're always in a space of growing and evolving, that we're never done. And this is also the fun of it. And also that there is no hierarchy anymore or any longer, as we're moving into a new paradigm, as these two paradigms are overlaying, and we are the ones who are bringing this new paradigm into existence. And that's really the exciting part. So now, if you're ready, go ahead and rub your hands together. Then for a moment, clap your hands. This sets the energy, this grounds the energy, it clears energy, activates energy, and activates your electromagnetic field, as well as the meridians through your fingers. And it begins that alignment to you as you're bringing your fingers together, and as you're simply now focusing, especially on these two center fingers, for a moment, grounding in, feeling all of your fingers, and just focus on the tips of the fingers for a moment. And then bringing that into alignment, left, right, center, as you're also grounding in into this space, which we'll come to here in a moment, but also already simultaneously begin to focus on this space as well. Make sure you're sitting up straight. And then for you, simply go ahead and close your eyes. I'll do the same for a moment. Feel yourself grounded, connected to Mother Earth, giving thanks to all the beauty and all the abundance that she offers to us every day, as you're also connecting in to the highest frequencies, to Source, and to your highest self, bringing that in through the crown, letting those energies meet in these fingers, and also simultaneously letting it meet into this high space that is above the heart chakra and between the heart chakra and the throat chakra. And I'll talk to you more about this here in a moment, as I want to make that the focus of this time. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and simply land here now. Land here, find your quiet. Notice the quiet. Notice how the room is becoming more quiet. And as you're closing your eyes, you might also notice colors coming in, maybe other sensations, maybe smells, maybe sounds, maybe pictures. Just trust and know in whichever way that you receive is exactly right for you. There's never a right or wrong way. And then for a moment, open your eyes. And then bring your hands to this space here that is called the high heart. That is really, truly the soul space, as it is really the more accurate description, because this is the center of our soul. And that is actually scientifically proven now, which is pretty amazing. So here in this space, you might even want to press this point for just a moment. And if you are Reiki, if you're tuned to Reiki, then allow that energy of Reiki to simply flow through you, through your hands, and allow it to land in the space and let it warm and energize the space right now. And if you're not attuned to Reiki, simply do the same. Simply let that focus now move through the chakras of your fingers, through your hands. Feel and see which way does it feel better for my hands. And let it come into this indentation here, this space right here, and let it meet. Knowing that this is one of the most, maybe the most sacred space for us to access in our system, as it is the seat of our soul. And then again, just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. In also at the same time connecting us in the space as we're also vertically connecting. So this is always, when we're meeting here, a space of vertical connection all the way through, like this beautiful big column of pure light energy. Not just any light, pure true light. And at the same time then meeting in our space here, connecting us during this time, and then naturally dissolving when our time is complete. And at the same time also sending now almost like this network out into everything in existence, every particle, every being, physical, non-physical, and also moving, non-moving, inanimate, non-inanimate, if that's the word, and simply meeting in the space. Okay, so now let's take a couple moments here of quiet. As you're centering in, feel where your energy is located today. See if you need to move a little bit to the front, to the back, left or right. Let yourself calibrate to where you are right now. And then again, take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Breathe in all of the lightness, all of the goodness, and all of the holiness as you're breathing in. And then with every exhale, simply let go and release anything that is no longer serving you today, for it to be immediately transformed, transferred into beautiful, usable energy. This is the understanding deep within you that you're taking these moments as we're sharing this time in the space here together, this holiness and the sacredness, that this is one of the most precious things you can do for yourself, as it activates and elevates your energy. And there's nothing more important than that for you to fulfill your purpose. Let it all settle in, let it land, let it fill you with so much beauty, so much grace, where there's nothing else left but just this capacity within you to do all of the beautiful things that you're here to do. Taking a couple more deep breaths in and out. Grounding, connecting, elevating. Activating more of your radiant self. And sending gratitude to yourself in the space, in this moment that we're all sharing together. No matter if you're on live or if you're tapping in later, know that this frequency carries, as it is the transmission of the moment that you always tap into. Beautiful. And then you can simply release again, put your hands down. Take a couple more deep breaths in and out. And just feel the difference within you now. Feel the difference in your space. And if you want to, you can share. You don't have to. Let me know how this feels different for you from before. Again, always let me know where we're meeting. And of course, if you are already in my Flourish Your Beauty Facebook group, which is a free Facebook group for women, then we can chat there as well, share more about the meditations, more about this Flourish Your Beauty Life space that we're creating. And let's have these conversations, as they're the most important thing that we can do. And of course, you're absolutely welcome to share here And always know that you're also free to reach out to me. I'm very approachable. See how all this is landing. Oh my God, I love that, Shin. I hope it's okay if I bring this up. Yeah. So, oh God, I love it. This is so, so beautiful. Absolutely. And know, this is such a good point too. Know that this will touch you wherever it needs to. So, whatever it is for you in this moment that feels like it needs to connect the most, that's calling you the most, even though we are sending the energy here into this space. From here, it is sent out into our chakra system, into our field, into everything, always. This is always the inclusion. There's nothing excluded ever. It's always that inclusion from us out, rippling out into the world. And we'll do different versions of this every day as it's just channeled and just coming through whatever it needs to be. And as more of you will come on and share the space with you, then we're only going to continue to activate something much larger and much higher it together as the energy of the group will build and connect in such a beautiful, strong way that we become unstoppable and unleashed. So remember my program, Radiance Unleashed. I'm not going to speak about it here now, but I'm going to do a separate live on this. Actually, I should say more recording that I'm then going to broadcast. And one thing that you can also do on this one here specifically for these lives is if you haven't yet, download my 5 keys to transform through fierce gratitude, because we're going to be using these as well in these, along with some other things that we'll move along with. So find yourself in this space and let this continue for the rest of the day, for this weekend. And I wish you an amazing weekend, and just continue to hold this energy for yourself, this frequency. Align yourself with who you are at your essence, knowing that this is always the most important thing that you can do for yourself. With this, I'm going to close our time. I'm going to extinguish the candle, always with a snuffer. Giving gratitude. Thank you for the beautiful fire energy that connected the space. No, Chin, thank you so much for being here with me, my friend. And ladies, when you're tuning in later, love you. And someone else here, by the way, said, "Hi, Silke. Sorry if when I'm in StreamYard, I can't see who it is unless you're giving StreamYard permission from the group, which you can do under this live. I think, yeah, it should say under this live. Alrighty. So, ladies, thank you so much. And namaste. We'll meet again probably Monday. I'll have to go ahead and post it still. Bye.